Alrighty, this is like the 20th time I'm trying to record. So welcome to another episode of Smite Super Builds. And today we have Thanatos, a much requested build by you guys to do a new one or remodel or whatever the case may be. Let's get started with it. So to start with, Thanatos, if you don't know already, he has a lot of penetration built into his kit with this too. So that means you don't have to really worry about buying penetration items on Thanatos at all. Because typically when you go in for the kill, assassinate somebody, you pop your chew, gives you movement speed buff, and quite a bit of penetration. So all you really need is penetration boots, and then boom, you're good to go with that. Now, that allows you to focus your items more on lifesteal. Now I know, Thanatos' kit, he gains a lot of life, from his wand, his ulti, just killing people with his passive and everything. So he does have a good amount of lifesteal from that as well. But in the time to get there or in between, you have no escapes as Thanatos. So once you get into a fight, you're almost kind of dedicated to that fight, and you almost have to win, or else you might be in trouble. So buying lifesteal items on Thanatos is really great. It gives you a lot of sustain. Also, getting attack speed items on Thanatos works out really great because he has a 3-hit progression. Now, if you look right below this passive where my mouse cursor is, we have progression. So his first hit is his normal attack, and then his second hit is 70.75 of that attack, and then his third attack deals a lot of damage, and it also does a swing AoE on that final hit. So if you get attack speed, that means you have you can actually fulfill that 3-hit combo chain and maximize your damage. If you don't get that much attack speed, then you may not get that full progression all the time, but you should still be okay if you have 1 or 2 attack speed items. So let's start with the build. We have Warrior Tabby, like I said before. We get penetration boost. That's pretty much all the penetration that we need. Before I get into everything, I will go over some other items that are good for Thanatos, other items that may suit your playstyle better. This build overall is really expensive, so getting all these items on this build, it's one of those things. If you're fed, then you can go for all the really great power items and everything like that, but if you're not too fed, you can go with other alternative items that I will go over here soon. So first thing, Hydra's Laminate. Buying this as a second item. Already a lot of power, you get enough cooldown reduction for Thanatos that the assassin needs. But we're looking at that passive that makes it even more explosive after you do an ability. So much like Polynomicon, after you use an ability, the next 5 seconds or so, your next basic attack deals bonus damage. So that means even after you use your chew to buff yourself, boom, you have the Hydra's Laminate passive buff for you. So that means your next basic attack is going to do even more damage. Even if you crash down on somebody with your ulti, it doesn't kill them or whatever, your next basic attack, boom, extra damage from the Hydra's Laminate. So it allows for a little bit more explosive burst damage after using the ability. Now you can go Yoan's Wrath. Yoan's Wrath is still good. The thing with Yoan's Wrath, once you reach like max rank on your 2, the penetration stat on Yoan's Wrath kind of becomes a waste because it's not really needed. But if you're not using your 2, then the penetration is great. It's really good. Or until you get your max rank on your 2, and it's still not a bad item. Is what I'm trying to get at with Yoan's Wrath, and it's cheaper obviously than Yoan's Wrath. So it's still a pretty good item as well. Now, lifesteal item, getting it as our third item slot, I would recommend either Bloodforge, or you can go with other lifesteal items. Aussie, you can get Aussie. You will lack a little bit of power, but Aussie is really cool because you get a lot of attack speed that I was talking about before, so you can get your full 3-hit attack chain, and also the lifesteal on Aussie is absolutely insane. Now, yes, that does have penetration on it, so if you buy Yoan's Wrath and then you get Aussie as your third item, you have 3 penetration items in a row. That may not work too well. There's a little bit of a wasted stat, so you probably go Warrior Tabby, Hydra's, and then Aussie. So I would kind of match, Hydra's and Aussie together. That can work, and also you can also mix and match Bloodforge with Hydra's or Bloodforge with Yoan's Wrath. Those are 2 good lifesteal items as well. You can also get Soul Eater. Soul Eater may not be too bad because if you don't know already, the aura effect on items, they also apply to you. So you will get, you know, a little bit of power from the Soul Eater, but it does give you 2 valuable stats like life steal and attack speed. But all in all, I don't really pick up Soul Eater that much. I really don't like it that great. So lifesteal items, Blood Forge, and Aussie. Now next, we do need an attack speed item if we don't get Aussie. So Shin Size, yes, it's expensive now. It's like 3,050, but it's still a really potent item. It's a really strong item, all because of that passive. Now, you can get that. The Oboe, I'm not too sure about that item on an assassin, maybe on a hunter. But Shin Size and Executioners, those are 2 really good attack speed items. I still have the tendency to pick up Shin Size, even though it's more expensive. I feel like it's still worth it though, so I kind of recommend that as well. And then finally, since, you know, Thanatos is more of that basic attack type of assassin, so we're gonna go with the crit items combo with Rage and Deathbringer, so our basic attacks can do a lot of damage. So actives, like I said before, I think I mentioned before, sprint and purification beads, so you can have that some type of escape if you need it, or you can also get combat blink. That could work as well. So let's go ahead and our base stats, we have 230 power and 1.68 attack speed, which is just enough for our attack chain. Move it along. Let's see if we can actually get some crits going. That was really unfortunate, didn't get too many crits there. Let's go to next camp. As you see, that 1100 crit there, that's the 3rd attack in your attack chain. That's what I mean by how potent it is. It's a really strong third attack chain we gotta go in there. So finally, I'm gonna mess around with a little bit of Robot. I'm gonna use R2. We killed him in 3 hits. It's like 700, 600. Yeah. So I mean, overall, the build's pretty good. Got a lot of lifesteal off that build, and as you see, once we hit that 3rd attack on the attack chain, it hits extremely hard. Now you may not be hitting 1100 on real players. Now keep in mind those damage numbers are on, you know, AIs, so they're not wearing any items. So if you hit somebody for 1100, let me know. So that's gonna wrap it up for the build. If you have any other questions, let me know in the comment section below. If not, I will see you guys next time. Peace.